Lilytino, the trans TikToker everybody hates. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I've saw this person multiple times. This person, like, say this person, I'm not gonna say nothing. Say this person that is at a store, right? If you say, it's like if you say the wrong gender thingy, she's gonna start crashing out, bruh. Listen, I'm gonna be real to you, bro. Listen, I'm gonna come straight off the hit, bro. If you look like a guy, if you're 6 foot Adam's apple, and you look like a guy, bro, I'm gonna say, sir, that's just me. Listen, if you're a female, listen, you got some itties, you know what I mean? You got some voluptuous back there. You got, you know, female tendons, looks, bro. I'm gonna call you a she. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, get from my channel. I don't care. Say, no, I'm joking. All right, let's lock in though. If you're new to this channel, click the first link in the description to follow me live on Twitch. I'm live every single day. And I really appreciate it. So if you guys really do love me, which I hope you guys do, please follow me on Twitch. I would really deeply appreciate it. And if you guys want me to react to any of your videos, send it to the video channel on Discord. I need more clips and videos, so please help me out and send it there. You can possibly get a shout out. Okay, let's tap into this video.
There are countless TikTokers who are not just amazing creators, but also amazing people. Unfortunately.
Yo, I already started with the glaze. It's crazy. Bro, I already started with the glaze, bro. We're 7 seconds in, I get a glaze montage. Listen, bro, I didn't ask for no glaze over here.
Lilytino doesn't belong in either of those categories.
Whoa.
Lily, who is now 32.
All right, chat, how much? How much, bro? How much, bro? Listen, stop the yap. How much we talking? Shit, how much we talking, chat? All right, lock in, bro. Sorry.
First started uploading to TikTok in November of 2022, where she documented her transition from a biological man to a transgender woman. Her transformation was met with tons of positive feedback. So happy for you, honey. This is beautiful. This made me tear up. You're stunning, Lily. This made me cry. Love to see you being yourself and seeing you for who you are. Following the success of her first viral post, Lily would start posting content about being misgendered in public.
She, her. Yeah, stop the cap.
Nah, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If this happens to me in person, I'm like, yo, I'll straight back this. I'm like, yo, my fault. Yo, my fault. All right, my fault. Yo, she, her. All right, my fault. I got you. My fault, bro. This, 1 second. I gotta, yo, all my life I laugh in person. I'll be like, yo, there's no way this happened to IRL, bro. There's no way this has to be a stream sniper.
It's okay. It's all good. Yeah. Sweetwater starts at. Okay. Not.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Thank you. I'm not, sir.
Not everyone bought Lily's story, however.
Nah, but to be fair though, if you see somebody like this and if you're genuinely getting confused, bro, I'm gonna show you guys a quick story, right? So I was at the shop. If y'all know this channel, I work on cars, right? I was at this shop and we had this customer. It was a female, right? But you know, roll windows down, got slapped in the face by cologne, has guy hair that looks like a guy, like, you know, it has jackets on, like it look like a guy, right? You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, the whole time I'm like, sir, I don't know. All my life I didn't know. All my life I didn't know. But they was happy. They was like, yeah, okay, yeah, no problem, yeah. Like they was mad hype, cause like they wanted to be called sir. So like me just not even knowing, I was like, yo, sir, cause it to me it looked like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, sir, and that person left. And then my friend, he was like, yo, you know that was a girl, right? I'm like, bro, you're capping. He was like, bro, did you not see the you know, the yoinkers? And I'm like, nah, wait. Yo, I didn't even peep. Nah, like that was really a John. He was like, yeah, bro. But I was like, shit, they was happy though. I mean, like they wanted to be called a guy. And I was calling him a guy without even knowing. So I think I made that person's day, right? I don't know.
As Kimberly pointed
out. Sorry. Yeah, I went off to it on a tangent. Nah, but to be fair though, if you see somebody like this, bro, listen, me personally, I'm just saying, hey, I'm not saying no sirs or ma'ams. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just going off, you know what I mean? I'm not saying nothing because I'm gonna be confused, bro. Because like, say, you can say sir, and it could be like a female. Well, you know what I mean? All right, I might, okay, never mind.
That the waitstaff would always apologize immediately and meant no harm by it, while another user noticed that Lily's entire content strategy seemed to be recording yourself getting misgendered.
Yeah, no, that's really the content glitch. It really is. Yeah.
When called sir by some teenagers passing by, Lily's face lights up immediately, as if the boys had fallen into her trap.
Is it a 10 out of 10, sir?
Oh, would you like to show your faces?
Yes.
Okay.
How was it?
First off, you called me sir, right?
Oh, I meant to say man.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, okay.
What are your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her. Thank you. Thank you.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
Following the incident, Lily informed her server
Yo.
about her interaction.
Nah, bro, like, nah, look at his face. Oh, nah. Listen, bro, if you are one of these people, bro, I don't hate you, bro. This is just funny. Like, she's clearly set up her phone for these type of engagements. Like, she knows what she's doing, bro. Like, she knows, bro. I want to say the truth, bro. Let me say the truth. Get me out of here. Let me say the truth, bro. I'm about to say it, but I'm gonna get banned if I say the truth, bro. Yes, he is doing this on purpose, bro. Because listen. What are you going to record in the first place? What, mukbang? Nobody's watching the mukbang from you. He's doing this on purpose so he gets clicks and views, bro.
Admitting there's nothing the restaurant could have done.
Just so you know, some teens just walked by and were harassing me.
Yeah, stop bullying. I mean, stop snitching, bro.
It's nothing you could have done, but I just want to let you know. They started calling me sir, and
So why are you telling him if he can't do nothing? Then what's the point?
being really...
Like what?
It's nothing you could do. I know, but I just wanted you to know that it happened.
So why exactly did Lily feel the need
Yo.
to tell the staff? The answer is simple. Lily is a Class A narcissist, and soon
That's
you'll
scary,
see
I ain't gonna
exactly
lie.
why.
Stop showing me this. That's scary.
Despite objecting to strangers assuming her gender, there seemed to be no issue with her assuming other people's genders. TikTok user Global317 puts it nicely.
The guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
This is what I'm talking about, chat. This is what you need, bruh. You need people in their own kind. I'm not gonna say it, bro, because I don't want to get canceled. Listen, I want money on YouTube, okay? Listen, people their kind, they gotta, you know, say it. Like, does anybody remember when what's that one guy? He looks like a mummy sometimes. Not, I think Jeffree Star, right? Yeah, Jeffree Star. Like, he be going back at these people sometimes, bro, because it's like, yo, y'all be doing too much, bro. Like, y'all give us a bad rep. I'm not saying us as in me. I'm just saying for them. They be like, yo, you giving us a bad rep, so you gotta use like their own kind for that. You know what I mean? Like, say, I'm not gonna go in examples. I'm just saying.
Guy who dropped my food off. He called me sir.
How do you know it's a he, huh?
That's all.
Oh,
Lily even
got
went as
him.
far as to
Oh.
misgender a rock and roll legend who she knew wouldn't be able to respond since he had been dead for 30 years.
I bet you didn't know that Kurt Cobain was probably trans. Here's why. First off, Kurt wore a lot of women's clothing. And when asked about this, they replied that they wore dresses all the time because they felt comfortable and free.
Lily
Yo, see, like, bro, you got it. Like, first off, like, it'll be the same. People be like, oh, but Jesus was trans. You wasn't there. Did they say that? No, you can't say that. Like, oh, but this Disney character, like, they're trans because no, that's not how it works. That's not, like, you can't say that about somebody, bro. That's just wrong. Because if that was the same but the opposite way, then you're getting canceled. You're getting blackballed. Fucking, what's that shit called, bro? Oh my god, bro. You know, all right, I was gonna make a joke, but you're gonna get canceled, bro. You're gonna lose your banks. You're gonna get canceled. You're gonna get kicked out of school. Everything's gonna happen to you, bro. Everything's gonna happen to you. BlackRock is gonna try to cancel you, bro. Like, it's bad. If you know BlackRock and Vanguard, you know. Listen, all I'm saying is, why do you think all these stores do the same thing at the same time? For cha-ching. Because if they don't, BlackRock or Vanguard won't sponsor them. Everything's for money, okay? So that's why Target and Walmart and all these stores and Disney and fucking PS4 or PSN and Xbox, they do all this stuff at the same time and fold to the same things. It's because they want the sponsors from Vanguard and BlackRock. And if they don't, they get cut. They can't fund their business anymore. And just look at the research, the early life. If you know, you know. The one set of people you can't talk about. I'm not going to say nothing. My mouth is closed. Listen, I want money. I want that Nike deal. But you can't say anything about that one specific group of people. And if you know, you know. And I'm not gonna talk about it because I want the money from said people. Yep. Selling out.
Lily's hypocrisy was insane.
Yo,
She would intentionally
don't
spread
send those
false
emotes in
information,
chat, bro.
like Kurt Cobain
What are you
being
talking about? Don't
trans,
send that emote in
but
chat.
would also have a public meltdown each time she was unintentionally called sir. In some cases, she wasn't even misgendered at all. Here's Lily's reaction to being called sir on stream. But what did the waiter actually say to her?
Yo, wait, why was she just like eyebrow glitching, bro? Like, she was just winking for mad long, bro.
And now this is mint iced tea, like just mint tea, not caffeine.
No sugar in it.
Oh.
Tea, yeah.
Lily somehow hears no sir instead of no sugar when the server explains the tea to Lily, leading to her telling the server her pronouns
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a go.
Okay. And my pronouns are she, her, just so you know.
and villainizing him to her
Yo.
hundreds of thousands of followers. While one unhappy customer usually isn't the end of the world, it could be if that customer is Lilytino. Take this example, where she labeled a restaurant transphobic simply because they refused her entry due to a no streaming rule, not because she is trans.
Now we are not at a transphobic restaurant. They said, oh, this is a private.
Yo, not to stop, bro. Like, yo, you haven't typed all of it. Yo, and the first thing you say is, ew. Yo, not to stop, bro. Yo, stop. Bro, stop. That made me die, bro. Stop, bro. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Be adults. Be professional. All right. This person has a mental illness problem. All right. We gotta just look.
Property, you can't stream here. And they basically made it clear that I was not welcome.
She has also left other restaurants
Like I said, I don't have a problem with trans people. Listen, bro, I was always an advocate for that, bro. I'm not saying people to turn trans. No. Who cares? Like, who cares if somebody is gay? Who cares if somebody is trans? Bro, why do people care where you put your private parts at or whatever gets stuck in there? You know what I mean? But like, who cares? Like, all just aside, who cares? I never cared. I had friends that was a gay. My best friend was a gay furry. I know I say this all the time. I'm not joking. This is actual facts. So I don't care, bro. I genuinely don't care. I just don't like it when you try to make everybody fold and go about how you want your life to be lived. That's not fair. Like, you're trying to undo hundreds of thousands of years of this human psychology and nature. That's not fair. You can't do that. And then you try to promote it to young kids that doesn't know anything about sex. Like, all right, I can say this, bro. Introduce this stuff. I'm gonna say like senior year and up, bro. Cause at that age, bro, they're what, 17 and up? Like, they know. You know what I mean? Like, sorry. Nah. I'm folding. I'm folding for the YouTube check. I ain't gonna lie. I'm folding for the. Nah, bro. Hold up. I'm folding for the YouTube check, bro. No. I'm gonna say what I really want to say. Don't promote this to kids at all, even in school. No. You shouldn't involve this type of talk to kids in school, bro. And that, bro, I'm gonna stand on that, bro. No. Because I don't appreciate how they're gonna have these people go into elementary schools and talk about this stuff. Why do kids even need to know about sex in elementary and middle school? I get it, like they're gonna start knowing in like middle school and all that. I get that. That's but why involve that anyway? Like, why pressure it on them? Kind of like, it's weird. Because at the end of the day, it's just sex. You're talking about sex at the end of the day. You're talking about where this person's private parts is going to be or go at, and you know what I mean? It's about sex at the end of the day. And I don't know. I don't appreciate that. I don't like that. And that's the only problems I have with it. Is you're trying to promote this and propagandize this in schools to kids, and just you're trying to make everybody fold like on like TV and Disney shows and. You know what I mean, bro? I get it. DEI stuff, I get it. Like, you want everybody involved, but it's like, sometimes you gotta just, like, let it be, bro. Like, don't try to push this along. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro, because I'm gonna get canceled and, like, the YouTube check won't come in. But if you guys know, you know, bro.
terrible reviews for things that were no fault of their own, like when she left a 1-star review at Panahar, whose food she admitted was good. Her food delivery driver had knocked on her door like she requested, but Lily didn't hear it. According to her, someone could have tampered with the food. Despite this, she ate the food anyway, and later complained to Grubhub, who told her it wasn't their problem, because it wasn't.
Yeah,
In response to
you
this,
ate the food.
she wrote a review for the restaurant, not Grubhub. Well, if it's not Grubhub's problem, it's your problem. Have a 1-star review. The only thing Lily loved more than herself was power and fame. This was put on full display during the time Lily threatened healthcare workers, posted to Lilytino Snark, a hate page dedicated to her. A few weeks ago, Lily was streaming on Discord and was super excited to get a call to schedule her very first facial feminization consult. Problem is, she never got the call. According to the records, however, they called her 3 times.
Chad, listen, I'm not trying to be rude, but can this also be like, can there be an argument with like, this is a mental illness? Because now you're like, and please don't cancel me. I'm really just asking questions. If you get triggered, then you shouldn't, be having, what I mean, watching the videos like this, bro, because you can't get triggered off of people asking questions. That's just one thing. Like, I can ask this question and get clipped up on Twitter because, I'm famous, I'm super rich. I'm like Kai Snat level streamer, so everybody's gonna watch and clip this up. I get it. So when people clip shit up and post it on Twitter, they're gonna just label you like transphobic. Like if what I'm about to say, they're gonna label it transphobic, but I'm genuinely asking questions, and it's not fair. Like I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so can't this be argument for mental illness? Because now you're mutilating your body. Cause listen, I'm a short guy, right? But if I go and get height surgery, I'm gonna get bullied, ridiculed, and people are gonna be like, no, like, but it's all right because that's just how God made me. And I know people don't like this person, but Nick Fuentes, he was like, dude, like, I'm gonna try to say it in his voice, because somebody in his chat donated. I don't watch him, I just saw a clip, but somebody donated like, but if God is real, then why wouldn't he make everybody the way that they actually want to be? And he made a good argument. I'm not religious neither, but he was like, bro, do you think that I want to be in his body? Like, nobody really wants to be in their body, but they live with it. Like, God, put them in this body for a reason. If you don't believe in God, that's okay. But let's say you're God, right? Because all religions kind of the same, just different little variations. But more of the story is, you got put in his body for a reason. Some people don't like it. I mean, you can change like the physicality of yourself, really? And don't blame it on, like, not every fat person has thyroid problems. So let's stop the cap. You're telling me 80% of the black community got thyroid problems? No. So I'm gonna just stop that right there. You can change the way like you look sometimes, but you can't change the height, right? And it sucks because not everybody wants to be in their body, and I get that, but it's mutilation if you go get shit done. Like, it's even mutilation if you get plastic surgery. I don't like females that get plastic surgery. And you can make the argument, they wouldn't like you neither. That's cool. But I don't like females that get plastic surgery, because now you're being fake on your body. You're mutilating your body. And I know people are going to be like, oh, but it looks better. It looks good. Cool. At the end of the day, you're mutilating your body. I will take you for you. If you're a female watching this, I would take you for you. I don't want you to be fake. I don't even like makeup. Like, I don't want you to wear makeup. I don't want you to wear whatever. That's my preference. And I do feel like girls that get, the lip surgeries and the BBLs, you're technically mutilating your body. You're like iRobot. You're putting, new extensions and stuff to your body. I don't like that. So can't you say you changing your sex, which is an unhealthy thing? You're literally snipping away things and adding things that God didn't intend to happen. Can't that be like a mental health illness? Because now you're literally mutilating your body. Once you go here, you can never go back. So and this isn't hate. I'm genuinely asking questions. So yeah, because someone answered that in my YouTube comments, and don't get sensitive. I want a conversation, and I'm not gonna lie though. If you guys do want to argue in my comments, go ahead. Because I promise on my life I don't respond. Look at all like the recent controversy videos I made. People would send paragraphs in my comments. I don't respond. I don't care. Like you can argue all you want. I'm not gonna respond. To people that actually want to have a great conversation, that's the ones I respond to. You can look at all my comments. To the people that's over here rude and all this, I'm not responding. If you want to have a conversation, we can respond. All right.
Times with no answer. Lily claims she didn't get these calls and wasn't having it. She mentions to the customer service worker how she's TikTok famous, and going live later to over 150,000
Eric.
people. And if she doesn't get what she wants, she'll expose them.
Yeah, right.
While threatening healthcare workers was bad enough, perhaps the worst of Lily's sins
Hey,
were
Matt,
her
W
chronicles in
emo.
Disneyland, where she spoke loudly and openly about her reproductive organs in the presence
Oh my
of
god,
thousands of kids
that's disgusting,
in a
bro.
spot that was supposed to be the happiest place on earth.
I'm gonna get banned from Disney. I swear, we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan
Oh my god! Oh my god! You said, yeah, I'm gonna get kicked out of Disney for this. You know this is disgusting. You know you shouldn't be talking like this around kids in Disney World. You know you can get kicked out for this, and you're still gonna talk about you mutilating your body. Is this not like devilish work? That is disgusting. And again, I don't have a problem with people who are trans or anything. It's just, this is disgusting. You know that there's going to be kids around. You know this. You just admitted it, and you're still talking about mutilating your body. That's just disgusting. That is disgusting. Keep this away from kids. If you want to talk about this in your own room behind the scenes, cool. I don't care. Do what you want. If you want to snip your PP, go ahead. I don't care. I don't care because it's not me. I don't care. But around kids, that's where I have a problem with, bro. That's disgusting.
plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately,
That's
a few
disgusting,
weeks
like,
ago, I
around
noticed
kids.
some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand. That's bad because the outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel. So
Bro,
you don't
stop. I literally heard a baby go like, yeah. Why are you talking about this near kids, bro? This is what I have a problem with. I don't care if you want to snip your PP. I don't care. Keep this away from kids. I can literally hear kids in the background. Yeah. Stop. No, I'm not joking, bro. Keep this away. Bro, keep this away, bro. Keep this away, bro. Keep this away. I'm not, bro. This is disgusting, bro. This is disgusting. Nah, bro. This is crazy, bro. This is disgusting, man.
want hair growing there, or else it's very uncomfortable.
Of the 7 million people who watched the video, most were not pleased. Fingers crossed, the hair keeps growing. The
Yo,
fact that you can hear the kids right behind you.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Why
disgusting,
would
bro.
you talk about such things when surrounded by children? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, W
These
emo.
concerns were not isolated to just random TikTok comments. As
W
Lily
emotes.
had turned fellow
Damn, she bad as hell. Gee, hold on. Damn. Who this, Shay? Someone send me a link. Someone send me a link.
trans creators against her as well.
Wait, what?
Trans TikToker Mia Varga
Yo, that was a setup. Nah, that was a setup. That was a setup. Clear as day. You're trying to set your boy up. Clear as day. I get it. 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 You're trying to set your boy up. That was a clear setup. They knew I was gonna react to this video. That's why they did that. Clear setup. Clear setup.
called out Lily's inappropriate actions.
You whine and complain when you get misgendered in public, and somehow you think that talking about this in front of children is okay. There is a time and a place for that, not around children.
Facts.
You clearly are holding up a stick and 2 balls, okay? And what irks me the most is that people like you become the face of the trans community, and then we get compared to you guys. We are nothing alike. Nothing alike.
Shout
While Reddit
out.
user
Shout out to that person.
Useful Mechanic questioned if Lily was even trans. Being trans is already a very difficult thing, as I'm sure many of you know. People like Lily really hurt the community. Personally, I won't use the pronouns she, her for Lily, because I do not believe that they are transgender. I believe Lily might be a crossdresser and gets off on humiliation. As for the whole cake pop thing, I believe that they did that as a way to fetishize and degrade their masculinity. I can't express how sick Lily makes me feel, and it makes me so upset that they are trying to represent the community this way. If you're wondering if others actually heard Lily discussing her cake pops, the answer is almost certainly yes, if her meals at Epic Steak are any indication. Elizabeth E. had this to say about the matter. Excellent meal, but they allowed content creators to stream live there. I sat outside to enjoy the bridge view, and a streamer was loudly discussing her genitals the whole time.
Yo.
It really ruined the atmosphere for me. I wanted to give it another chance, but this same person was there again.
Yo,
So I went elsewhere.
that's crazy. Now they got a banner.
Regular
That's
trips
crazy.
to Disneyland
You gotta ban
and
'em.
Epic Steak are not cheap for anyone. But luckily for Lily, she had loyal fans to help her out. Ever since she blew up on TikTok, Lily had become a full-time content creator and lived off her followers' donations, including a $750 a month superstar option. Lily also offered one-on-one counseling for other trans individuals.
Bro, yo, nah, like they're just selling a course. This is like, what's the difference between like you watching a self-improvement YouTuber and they're like, all right, guys, so if you really, like, they'll show the whole background. If you want to live in this 5-class hotel with me and all these bad females, just click that link in the description to join my course. What's the difference now? What do you mean one-on-one counseling? Who are you to give counseling? What? No, it's okay. So, what do you want to talk about? Oh, you're not a counselor. You're a TikToker. You're not a counselor, bruh.
Which was actually illegal to do in her state of California. Despite
What
all
now?
these sources of income, Lily couldn't afford to pay for her mom's trip to Disneyland, which would be completely understandable if you ignored the fact that Lily lied about it in an attempt to extort more money from her viewers.
Yo,
Beyond expenses to be able to do things like go to Disney World and take my mom with me, bring my mom here, and have a great time with her, because we don't get to spend that much time together. You did. You did. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what I mean.
yo, nah, his mom is over him. Yo, bro, yo, that is funny as hell, bro.
It was as if Lily was a kid who got her hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yo,
Others also seemed to notice Lily's childlike demeanor.
Ooh, bubbles.
No one can tell me this isn't fetishizing dressing like a child. She is an outright pedophile. The Crayola earrings have me fuming. So why exactly would Lily, who wanted
Yeah.
the world to view her as a woman, be infantilizing herself? It seems
and that's where it always goes down to, bro. I'm not trying to say that, but it's always like a pipeline, bro. Like, it's like they turn. This is not for all of them. This is not for all of them. So I'm not saying this is every single one, but a lot of them, a lot of these PDF files, they go like this, and then they start, doing little kid stuff. That's literally where it turns down to. That's why I think they want to go into these schools and stuff, so they groom the kids. Like, that's really, bro. That's really where it boils down to, bro. It's just grooming kids. Like, bro, we see this all the time. A lot of these pedos that get caught on YouTube by Gideon, Skeeter, Gene, etc., they turn, and then they start dressing like kids, and then they call themselves MAP, minor attracted person. So I mean, bro, like, that's what it turns down to, bro. And this is just the truth. And I know this video might get age restricted, or I might not get the monetized, but just bring my money. Just, you know what I mean, bro? It's the truth.
seemed that Lily, whose main audience comprised of trans women, haters, or a combination of both, now wanted to appeal
My daughter is trans and she's 5. How is your daughter trans at 5? Tell me that right now. How does she even know what trans is? How does your daughter even know what trans is? But the reason why, this trans mama. So you made your daughter trans. Is that not like she had a choice? Is that no? You raised her thinking that she's trans. Cause you are. Duh. Like, bruh. Like, this is crazy. At 5, she's just started making memories at 5, bruh. That's crazy.
to a younger demographic.
Hi
Wow.
friends! Today we're going to talk about something super important. What it means to be
transgender.
Why is it like
It's
a
big
kids
word,
channel?
But I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn?
If you didn't get the
What
reference,
the hell?
let me introduce you to Miss Rachel, a YouTuber who makes content for toddlers and babies.
Hi, friends. Today,
Oh,
I'm
nah.
seeing the doctor for a check.
Yo, that's disgusting. Oh, nah. Same fit and everything. Same thingy on the head. Yo, oh, nah. It's actually crazy. Oh, nah. Yo.
Have you ever been to the doctor?
Lily was attempting to branch out her content to children who had yet to learn to walk
Yo,
or
nah.
even understand the difference between boys and girls. The parents in the comments were not
I don't even know
pleased.
not to.
Miss Rachel, but make it a horror film.
Yo.
You did not just do that to Miss Rachel. As a mother, I am mortified this is happening. Despite graduating with a college degree, Lily somehow did not understand that even though she now identifies as a woman, she was still biologically born male.
Someone said I was a guy when I was born. Someone said, oh, yeah, you're a boy. But they weren't right. I was born a girl. So
What? Wait, what? Wait, okay, so if you was born a girl, then why are you transitioning to a girl? If you was already a female, why are you transitioning to a female? 'Cause I can't be a guy and be like, hey, I'm transitioning to a guy. No, I'm already a guy, right? So that clearly goes to show that you were born a male. Right? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I be biologically a girl. I'm alive. I was born a girl. Instead of saying biological, because that is a derogatory term with regards to trans women.
What?
Biological woman is a term we've thrown out, and instead now use the word cisgender and trans.
Bro, so you're going to just change the whole vocabulary for you? that makes no, bro. What? So wait, I get it, chat. I get it. Hey, Spanish people. Hey, anybody speak Spanish? When you say black, don't say negro, because that's offensive to me. Because we got called Negroes. You know what I mean? So anybody that's Spanish, don't say negro no more. Don't say that. No. We're gonna throw that out and replace it with midnight. I don't know. I don't know. But is that kind of the same thing? Can I also make the same argument? Like, hey, all Spanish people, don't say that word no more. It's offensive to me. So from this day forward, it's out your dictionary. No, that's not how it works.
Transgender.
Lily's worldview seemed to be very black and white. She was always right, and anyone who opposed her was always wrong. However, it seemed that she valued the white a little more than she valued the black.
Come here, Nugget. No, Nugget is not cold. Nugget just shivers all the time. Nugget?
Yo, nah, you can't say that. Nah, that's a bad clip.
Nugget.
Yeah.
This could have very well...
Nah, say it. Say it. Nah, stand on it. Stand on it. Say nah, you can't, bro. You can't just throw that clip out there. Like, nah, that was an accident. Come on, bro. Come on, that was an accident, bro. You can't do that.
An
That's not
honest
fair.
accident,
That's fair.
as Lily later claims.
Yes, I know I accidentally said it. I used the wrong vowel. It was a mistake. But we're going to move on from that.
Not everyone bought her apology, however, as
You're
a user in the comments
apologizing?
made a great point. So
What?
wait, for someone
Nah,
who was
I'm done with this video. Now you're nitpicking. You're apologizing for that, and you're gonna have a whole segment. Nah, I'm defending Lily on that. Nah, that was clearly an accident, bro. Nah, see, this when we get too far on the internet, the cancel culture. That was clearly an accident. And you're gonna be like, oh no, like you sent a whole paragraph, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't watching that. That's the end of this video, bro.